UIM ABP Aquabike World Championship was back in Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates for the final round of the 2017 season, where the World Championship would be decided. Stakes are high, with 3 motos to race and a total of 75 points up for grabs. Anything could happen. 60 riders from 25 countries were at the Grand Prix of Sharjah, competing in 4 categories: ski men's and ladies GP1, freestyle and runabout GP1. In this program, we bring you the men's and ladies ski GP1 action. Nestled in the heart of the UAE, Sharjah is a lively and unique sheikhdom with mellow, contented people removed from the hustle and bustle of the rest of the UAE. But it's also a modern and upwardly mobile sheikhdom with a character that sets it apart. Sharjah boasts long stretches of gorgeous sandy beaches, pristine and beautiful desert and wildlife just a drive away, and a proud Arab Islamic heritage that is reflected in the many different architectural gems that the city has to offer, spanning various cultures and geographies. Sharjah has always been an important regional trading port, and the locals have a deep affinity for water and the sea, which have a unique place in Sharjah's history and everyday life. This Middle Eastern hub once again provides the perfect setting for the final UIM ABP event of the year, as the world's top riders gather along Sharjah's dazzling tower-lined corniche surrounding the Khalid Lagoon for the Grand Prix of Sharjah. Now let's take a look back at what happened in the previous round. In round 3 in Dubai, Jeremy Porret led the standings going into the Grand Prix, but it turned out to be a two-way battle between 2015 world champion Kevin Ryder of Austria and Aquabike rookie Quinten Bosch of Belgium. Despite struggling all season, Ryder found the form and consistency to take the Moto 1 win ahead of Bosch. Then Bosch struck back in Moto 2, making it a win apiece, and it was all down to the final Moto, where Ryder edged out the Belgian for a memorable win in Dubai. Bosch Grand Prix runner-up, and Martin Manni of Estonia third. But at the end of round 3, it was Quinten Bosch who had replaced Jeremy Porret at the top of the world standings. Going into the final round, Jeremy Porret dropping to third behind his brother Michael Porret in second. In the ski ladies GP1, defending world champion Eminelli Ortendal of Sweden was able to run away with the first 2 motos to win the Grand Prix ahead of her rival Estelle Porret, with Krista Uzare of Latvia finishing third. Ortendal taking just a single point lead in the world standings going into the Grand Prix of Sharjah. Grand Prix of Sharjah circuit on Khalid Lagoon is a tight, short and technical course where the alternate parallel tracks will play a crucial role.
It should be a great race with a very good long start. We need to get every extra kilometer that we can out of the skis and every drop of fuel to finish the race. But yeah, it's a very fun track. It flows very nice, lots of good sweeping turns and great race lines. It takes a lot of experience to appreciate the track and be able to ride it to its full potential.
Put your best shoes on to see what it's all about.
The man to beat is no doubt Belgian UIM ABP newcomer Quinten Bosch. The Belgian has won 3 motos this year, and although he's yet to win a Grand Prix, he is the world standings leader going into the last round with 131 points, 25 points up on his nearest rival Michael Porret, and 28 points up on Jeremy Porret.
I feel good. I think we can do a good job and, hopefully win the championship and just give everything I have and have fun for the last race of the year.
With 6 world titles between them, the Porret brothers, Michael and Jeremy, are daunting adversaries for any rider. Despite a great start to the year with a GP win in Porto Cesario in round 1, and then leading the world standings until Dubai, Jeremy Porret's campaign has suffered, with 3 disappointing motos for him last round, which have dropped him to third in the world standings, just behind his older brother, 2-time world champion and round 2 winner in Vieste, Michael Porret.
I'm actually second on the ranking, World Championship. It will be tough because we are 4 riders very close on the point with Quinton, Jeremy and Kevin. But I have experience and I will give everything to be on the podium one more time.
Don't waste your time.
The 2015 world champion Kevin Reiterer of Austria had a dismal year leading up to the last round, but he was able to get his campaign back on track in Dubai, taking the GP win and moving up to 4th on 90 points in the world standings. There are a bevy of other talented riders in the field as well, including the likes of Norwegian Stan Shetline, a returned veteran Gabor Szabo of Hungary, and local UAE talents Salman Al-Awadi and Sultan Al-Hamadi. Men's ski division GP1 Moto 1 kicked off with a parade lap where riders saluted the crowds lining the Sharjah Corniche ahead of the 15-minute plus 1 lap race. Riders line up for the rolling start. Quinton Bosch was fastest in qualifying. He has pole position. And Bosch in that inside lane with a straight shot to the hole shots. He leads the field around the green buoys and into the circuit. But Bosch has Kevin Reiterer and Jeremy Perret right beside him. Reiterer and Perret power up to go neck and neck with the Belgian. Reiterer and Perret are thundering down the course on the starting straightaway. Both Perret and Reiterer start pulling ahead of Bosch, bumping the Belgian back to 3rd as he tries to keep up with 2 world champions. Jeremy Perret assumes the lead. Great start from the defending world champion, but Reiterer is right behind him, and then Bosch as they enter the alternate course. Jeremy Perret takes the blue track and Reiterer opts for the green track as he slaloms tight around those turns, the Austrian trying to overtake Perret at the start. Reiterer does it. Kevin Reiterer zooms out of the green track and takes the lead just ahead of Jeremy Perret as they go past the separator buoys. Quinton Bosch following the 2 world champions in 3rd. The man who's 2nd in the world standings, Michael Perret, is not having a good race so far, but he's going up against veteran Alberto Monti to try and rise up the field, knowing that every point counts. Into lap 4, Reiterer still leads the race, but the battle continues behind him as Quinton Bosch tries to find a way around Jeremy Perret. Bosch is not backing down, however. He knows he has power on his side, and he pushes right up on Perret's tail. Perret tumbles under the pressure, and that's the opportunity Quinton Bosch was looking for. Behind them in a battle for 4th, Shetline tries to overhaul Gabor Szabo, but Szabo is solid, coming out of the alternate course with 4th place intact. But that was a very close call as Shetline is right up there beside the Hungarian. Kevin Reiterer holding on to the lead as he steered his ski home for his 3rd race win in the last 4 motos. Great result for the Austrian. But a runner-up finish for Bosch is as good as a win, as the Austrian remains more than 30 points behind the Belgian, and the gap with the Perets is further widened as Bosch gets a step closer to becoming world champion for 2017. Jeremy Perret manages 3rd place. Great result for Gabor Szabo in his best ever race finish in 4th. Then Shetline coming in 5th ahead of Axel Courtois 6th and Keller Anders 7th. Michael Perret scraping in at 8th for a crucial 6 points. The men's ski Moto 2 was crunch time for the Perret brothers and for Kevin Reiterer, all of them needing to win it to stay in it. The rolling start, riders wait for the flag, and they're off. Kevin Reiterer in pole position, leading the field on the opening drag race to the green buoys, and right beside him, with all that beckoning clean water ahead, is Quinton Bosch. Reiterer and Bosch are joined by Stan Shetline as they break ahead of the field. Gabor Szabo started in 4th position. He follows a trail of spray to stay in touch of the lead riders. As they enter the alternate course, Kevin Reiterer leads, Quinton Bosch right behind him, and Shetline is 3rd, all of them going through the blue track for now as they try and find their rhythm in these early stages. As they come out of the alternate course, Reiterer in the lead, Bosch behind him, then Shetline, but coming out of the green track is Gabor Szabo. The Hungarian is right up there side by side with Shetline as they come around the separator buoys. Szabo looks for an early chance, but the Norwegian hangs in there, and Szabo doesn't go for anything too risky in these early stages. Knowing he has a huge task ahead of him, Michael Perret tries to fight up the field from the back, first overhauling number 53 Martin Manni of Estonia, and then Keller Anders of Denmark to move up into 6th position. In lap 5, Quinten Bosch takes the green track in the parallel course, trying to see if he can catch Ryder, but Ryder holds on to the lead as they come out of the alternate track. Bosch is right on his tail, knowing a runner-up finish will be all he needs now to seal the world title as the race goes into the final lap. Shetline has a tumble in third spot, but he gets back up and at it without losing points. As Ryder slaloms through the alternate course on track for yet another moto win, behind him is Quinten Bosch, who's just a few turns away from taking the World Championship title. This win will put Ryder up in second position in the world standings, but this runner-up finish for Bosch will guarantee him gold for 2017. There it is, Ryder the Moto2 winner and Bosch the 2017 UIM ABP Aquabike World Champion. Stan Shetline comes in third. Behind Shetline, another fourth place result for Gabor Szabo, who equals his best ever result in the competition earlier in the day in Moto1. Axel Courtois is fifth, then Mikel Poré sixth. Still on track for a year-end podium finish if he can seal some points in the final moto. Jeremy Poré finishes back in 13th. The defending world champion will try to at least get a year-end podium in Moto3.
I was great. I got off to a great hole shot and then just played conservative. It was good. I was happy to get the second win so I can be relaxed for tomorrow. Finally get some rest after a hard day of riding, and yeah, I'm happy.
I feel really good. We exceeded expectations, and yeah, what can I say? You know, I'm incredibly happy for me, my team, and all my sponsors.
The battle for the Ski Ladies GP1 title has been a thrilling back and forth all season, swinging one way then the other, and was going to go all the way to the wire with just 1 point the difference between defending world champion Eminelli Ortendal from Sweden and Estelle Poré from France. Poré took the first two Grand Prix titles of the year, but Ortendal hit back to win in Dubai and moved to the top of the world standings. But with just 1 point in it, it all comes down to who wins in Sharjah. The fight for third place overall is equally tight, with just 1 point the difference between another Swedish rider, Jonna Borgström, and New Zealander Kylie Elmers, both enjoying their best seasons in the championship. Krista Uzare of Latvia has been in sensational form this year with a podium finish last round in Dubai, and she's joined by a talented fellow Baltic rider, Katrine Nilbe of Estonia. Following the parade lap where the riders greeted the crowds, the Ski Ladies Moto1 was on. Eminelli Ortendal in pole position for the rolling start as the 11 riders make a dash for the hole shots in choppy waters. Ortendal is first to the green hole shot, leading the pack through the gates and into the circuit. Behind her is a fight on between Ortendal's World Championship rival Estelle Poré and number 33 Katrine Nilbe of Estonia. Ortendal leads the field into the alternate course, Ortendal opting for the blue track as the 11 riders slalom their way through in the 15-minute plus 1 lap race. Ortendal extends her lead coming out of the alternate track and around the separator buoys. Behind her, Nilbe goes all out early on to try and get past Estelle Poré in the alternate parallel course, but Estelle Poré just manages to squeak past the Estonian rider. Coming around that sharp turn, Katrine Nilbe has a tumble and she struggles to get back on her ski as the rest of the field passes her by. Nilbe dropping from 3rd to 10th position in just the first lap. Ortendal extends her lead with every lap. She's in fine form, looking to open her 1 point lead over Poré atop the world standings further with this opening moto win in Sharjah. Behind Ortendal, Poré gives chase, then Jonna Borgström in third. One of Borgström's rivals for a year-end podium spot, Kylie Elmers, is just behind her in fourth, and in fifth position is Marta Sorrentino. Jonna Borgström gets some help from her sister Sophie Borgström, who makes a move on Kylie Elmers, overtaking the New Zealander with a skillful and daring swoop on the inside there. Sophie now in fourth behind her sister Jonna. On that same lap, Krista Uzare of Latvia also locks horns with Kylie Elmers, and she too makes a deft move tight on that turn to overtake Elmers on the inside, dropping the Kiwi rider to fifth. Krista Uzare finds her rhythm, and she's got good speed as she comes out of the alternate course on lap 5 and overhauls Sophie Borgstrom to move up into 4th position. Good riding from the Latvian. Problems for Estelle Perret on lap 6. The French rider is slowing down. This is not looking good. In the alternate course, Perret is beaten by Jonna Borgstrom, who moves up into 2nd position, and then she's overtaken by Uzare as well. Emanelli Ortendal is the start-to-finish winner of Moto 1, and with Perret only managing 4th, Ortendal extends her lead at the top of the world standings to 13 points as they go into Moto 2 later in the day. Moto 1 runner-up, Jonna Borgstrom, and 3rd place goes to Krista Uzare. Estelle Perret 4th, Sophie Borgstrom 5th. Katrine Nilbe manages to salvage a 6th place finish. The ski ladies Moto 2 saw Moto 1 winner Emanelli Ortendal in pole, and once again she led the field to the whole shots. Coming around into the circuit, Jonna Borgstrom has a huge fall. She's left stranded in the water, and it turns out she has broken her arm in 3 places. Her season is over. Back to the race, Emanelli Ortendal is once again dominating from the start. The defending world champion is having a dream start to this final Grand Prix of the year. Behind her in 2nd position is Kylie Elmers, and in a battle for 3rd, Katrine Nilbe overtakes her fellow Baltic rider Krista Uzare. Oh no, it's another fall for Katrine Nilbe as Krista Uzare nudges ahead of Nilbe into 3rd. As Nilbe chases Uzare down to regain 3rd position, there's a collision as Estelle Perret climbs up on Nilbe's ski and the two find themselves in the water. That pretty much seals Perret's fate. Meanwhile, Krista Uzare seeks to build on her Moto 1 3rd place as she chases Kylie Elmers in 2nd, passing her on the inside yet again as the New Zealander drops to 3rd. There it is, Emanelli Ortendal is the 2017 world champion. She makes it 2 world titles in a row. She had a tough start to the year, losing the first 2 Grand Prix to Estelle Perret, but she's bounced back to win 4 of the last 5 motos and defend her world title. Krista Uzare continues her excellent form. The Dubai podium placer from last round is on track for another podium here in Sharjah. She finishes Moto 2 runner-up. 3rd place goes to Kylie Elmers. Lisa Kozan Battaglia is 4th, and Virginie Morlash 5th, as Katrine Nilbe manages 6th, and Estelle Perret unable to finish the race.
Right now it's really mixed feelings. I'm really happy for me, but Jonna, they say she broke her arm, and I'm like really worried about her, so maybe I'll be happy later.
The UIM ABP family was treated to a traditional Arabian feast in the desert where riders, officials, crews and their families had a chance to unwind, relax and enjoy a splendid Arab feast as they were welcomed to Sharjah. Ski ladies Moto 3, the final moto of the year, and Emanelli Ortendal already the decided world champion. She would just go out and enjoy herself. Estelle Perret has also already guaranteed a year-end runner-up finish, but the fight was still on between Kylie Elmers and Krista Uzare for the 3rd and final year-end podium spot. And sure enough, Kylie Elmers was flying out into the lead on that starting drag race to the whole shots. Ortendal tries to keep up with Elmers. Behind them is Krista Uzare in 3rd and number 66, Lisa Kozan Battaglia in 4th. What a start to Moto 3 from Elmers. She leads the pack to the alternate course. She wants a year-end podium finish here, and she's riding up a storm. Elmers goes for the blue, Ortendal the green. But Ortendal passes Elmers as they come out of the alternate course. Behind Elmers is her main rival, Krista Uzare, and then it's Estelle Perret, who's guaranteed a year-end runner-up finish. Ortendal, the 2017 world champion, she's got no pressure on her shoulders. She's just going out to do what she loves and have fun doing it. But there's a fierce battle unfolding for the 3rd and final year-end podium spot as Elmers and Uzare lock horns, both riders seeking to cap off their most successful seasons on the UIM ABP Tour with podium glory. The chase continues into lap 5 as the two riders enter the alternate parallel course. Elmers taking the blue track, Uzare opting for the green. The two come out of the alternate track and around the sausage buoys, and Krista Uzare has snatched second place from Elmers. What a titanic fight, but can Elmers bounce back? But Elmers is unable to maintain her pace, losing steam as she drops back further, and Estelle Poré gains on her and then passes. Poré moving up into third, bouncing Elmers down to fourth. That will give Krista Uzare the third and final year-end podium spot. Ortendahl wins Moto3, Uzare runner-up, Estelle Poré third. Emphatic finish to the season from Ortendahl with a clean triple moto sweep in Sharjah. Uzare is the moto runner-up. Estelle Poré comes in third ahead of Kylie Elmers fourth and Sophie Borgstrom fifth.
Winning 3 motos, I couldn't be more satisfied with the results, and I also have the world title, so yeah, this is good.
Ortendahl is the Grand Prix of Sharjah champion. Krista Uzare Grand Prix runner-up with Kylie Elmers on the GP podium in third. Eminelli Ortendahl is the 2017 world champion. Estelle Poré is world runner-up, and third place goes to Krista Uzare. That Moto3 finish sealing the podium spot for her ahead of Kylie Elmers. It's the last race of the year for the ski men's GP1. Bosch has already sealed the world title win, but there were still 2 prestigious podium spots to fight for between Ryderer, Mikael Poré, and Jeremy Poré. The winner of the first 2 motos, Kevin Ryderer, started on pole as the rolling start commenced and the final ski race of the year got underway. Ryderer, Bosch, and Gabor Szabo break away in a lead triumvirate, but Stan Shetline catches up with them on that long straightaway to the whole shot. Gabor Szabo has an excellent start, but the inside lane advantage helps Bosch hold position behind Ryderer as they enter the circuit and slalom through the alternate course. Ryderer has the incredible record of winning every single race he's raced in Sharjah, with clean sweeps in 2015 when he won the world title and last year in 2016. He wants to make it 7 wins out of 7 races in this Moto3. Behind Ryderer, Stan Shetline locks horns with Quinten Bosch, but Bosch brushes the Norwegian off to hold on to second, Shetline third, Axel Courtois fourth, Gabor Szabo dropping to fifth. Behind him, Mikael Poré sixth, then Marvin Martinez, and then 2 UAE riders, Salman Al-Awadi in 8th and Sultan Al-Hamadi in 9th. Kevin Ryderer leading the field in lap 1 as he's chased by Quinten Bosch, but it's trouble for the Austrian. He comes to a sudden halt out there. His race is over.
And all of a sudden the ski stopped, so it sounds like something electrical, because there's no electricity on the ski now. Yeah.
That catapults Quinten Bosch, the 2017 world champion, into the lead of Moto3 and now in prime position to also seal his first Grand Prix win of the year. Behind Bosch, Stan Shetline is in second spot. In third place is Axel Courtois in a fight for fourth spot. Mikael Poré sets his sights on Gabor Szabo, giving chase to the Hungarian. Mikael Poré desperate for championship points, but Szabo holds off the Frenchman's challenge. What a race from Quinten Bosch. Ryderer's misfortune gave the Belgian the lead in lap 1, and he saw it through to ride home for the Grand Prix of Sharjah title. Shetline finishes runner-up in Moto3, his best results of the year coming from the first and last races of the season. Third place goes to Axel Courtois, best moto result of the year for him as well. Gabor Szabo gets his fourth place finish in a row in Sharjah, and a 5th place for Mikael Poré earns him the third and final year-end podium spot, ahead of his brother Jeremy, the defending world champion, ending a disappointing year with an 8th place finish in Moto3.
I'm very happy with the win and also with the championship title, especially for my sponsors, also for myself. I've been working so long for this, and yeah, you know, I'm really, really happy, and I think in the coming hours it will be even better.
In the overall Grand Prix results, Bosch takes the top step with Ryder a runner-up, beaten for the first time here, and Stan Shetline producing a great final race result to take third place ahead of Gabor Szabo, who finishes a very fitting fourth. So the final year-end results. Quentin Bosch is the 2017 UIM ABP Aquabike Ski Division GP1 World Champion. Kevin Ryder, a well-deserved runner-up, and Michael Perret takes the third and final step of the podium ahead of his brother Jeremy Perret, who ends the year fourth, with Stan Shetline finishing fifth. That concludes the Grand Prix of Sharjah and a sensational 2017 season for the UIM ABP Aquabike World Championship. It's been a feast on water and off in this unique year-end celebration. See you in 2018.